This story time is for the girls who think that there are no good guys left out there. I just thought that I would throw this story into the story times because a lot of my story times so far have been about like subs or like me slapping the shit out of people, or I don't want to come across as like someone who's just like always violent or is like has violent tendencies. But like a lot of people come to me for like being dominated because I'm like 6'3" in heels and I'm kind of like built like an Amazon and I have tattoos, so it's like people just categorize me as that. So a lot of people will come to me who are subs and who like to be dominated, or a lot of people literally request me to like smack them or like beat somebody up or something like in the back or whatever. I don't know, like I get that a lot, and you know, I'm totally okay with doing that, just so you know. But this is story time. I mean, I'm not always like that, but I can be that if like you want me to be, I guess. This story time is for about this guy who actually was like a really good guy. And I remember I met him at the club like probably last year maybe, or the year before last, during the last football season I met him. He was actually really cool. So I walked out on the floor and I met him, and like the first guy that I talked to was a complete fucking asshole. Oh my god. He was just like a royal fucking asshole. And I wasn't even interested in him at all. Like, he was trying to like talk me down on my prices until like it was just like barely anything. And like if we try to talk a dancer down on her prices to like fucking crumbs, we're gonna be like, ew. Like we're gonna be like, no, I'm all right, bye. And then we run away. It kind of seemed like he was like a woman hater. I don't like guys who are like that, obviously, because I'm a fucking female, so I don't like woman haters at all. It was basically like he was jealous of how much money that we can make as dancers. And he was jealous that he didn't make that or whatever. Like it made him feel incompetent, even though I wasn't trying to make him feel incompetent. I just told him like the standard prices. And I was like, these are the standard prices. Like, what? He got so mad, and he was basically trying to, I guess, like some people on social media, they call it negging or something. And that shit will not fucking work on me, okay? Like, if you try that shit on me, I will punch you in the fucking face. I mean, I won't really, because I know I'll get fired. But, like, if you did that shit to me somewhere where I thought I could get away with punching you in the face, I'd probably punch you in the face. But not at work, obviously. He was all like trying to be like, oh, I'm interesting. And I was like, okay. I was like, okay, bye. And I kept like trying to run away from him because he made me want to punch him in the face. So I was like trying to get away from the thing that made me angry. He wouldn't leave me alone. And this is at Peppermint Hippo, and it's like not that big of a club in my opinion. I mean, it's like an okay size. When both sides are fully open, I would be able to get away from the assholes. So like Crazy Horse is like very large. So if there's somebody in the club that I don't like, I could just like pop around a curtain and just like pop back out another side. I do that all the time. Like I worked at Crazy Horse for a long time, and like Crazy Horse is such a large club that if there's an asshole following me, like I'll like pop behind the curtain and just like I already know all the back ways, so I'll just be like, la la. Like I can run away from people at Crazy Horse, but like at Hippo it's like smaller, and this was on a Monday for Monday Night Football. So this guy was like fucking harassing me, and he was like so mad that like I wasn't interested in him. And there's a lot of guys out there like this, that it's like they just come at you with entitled energy, and they're just like, you're a female, you're a stripper, like you're nothing, like you have to, bitch, I don't have to do a goddamn thing. Like I don't have a pimp, like I am not. Strippers actually do have the fucking right to be like, no, and then wander off if we're not interested in what you're offering us. I know that may shock a lot of boys out there. So then he was like following me around the club, and I was like trying to talk to other guys to like make him go away, hopefully. And he kept like following me even when I was talking to other guys. I'm like, damn, like, like sometimes I would literally like tell guys or whatever. I would tell like the stalkers, like guys who were asking me in the club, that like, this is my boyfriend or something. Like, this is my husband. even though I literally been single for over a decade, like, just to make him go away, because there's a lot of guys out there who won't even respect a female unless she's with a guy, which is stupid. It's really fucking annoying. But anyway, so then I met this other guy who was not a piece of shit. He was actually really sweet. I was like using him to get away from the asshole. So the asshole, he like looked at me in the face and was like, "You're just a stripper." Like trying to like talk down to me. And like guys like that, if you're a dancer, don't ever let a piece of shit like that ever hurt your fucking feelings, because he is not shit. Like no customer has ever hurt my feelings. Like they can't even hurt my feelings because I don't really care about pieces of shit. Like to hurt my feelings, I actually have to care about you, or else I don't feel anything at all. Like, to be honest, like I have to give a shit about you for you to be able to hurt me. And I really didn't give a shit about this random asshole in the club because I'm not a baby dancer. Like I'm a veteran dancer. But even as a baby dancer, I still didn't give a shit. And I hope that all dancers can get there eventually if they're not there already, because a lot of those pieces of shit are not worth anything. They're what you call a dusty, and you just go like, and you dust them away. Like, go away. Go like in the Fifth Element movie, and you're just like, bzz, you're like, go away. But sadly, like, bzz doesn't make them actually go away sometimes. So, like, this guy was following me around the club, and I meet this other guy who was really sweet. And I was kind of like thinking, this guy's making me look so good right now because it's making me look like I'm a damsel in distress. And some guys like damsels in distress. Some guys do like damsels in distress. So, I mean, I could actually take care of it, like, if I needed to. Like, I'm definitely not scared of little weak bitches like that. Like, little weak bitches that are sorry excuses of a man. Like, I'm not scared of guys like that at all. Because as a traveling dancer, I've actually worked in some places where men were getting raped because there was like such an influx of males in that location that they were actually raping men because there weren't enough females. And the money was actually really good, but it was also dangerous. But it's just annoying because he would not leave me the fuck alone. So I was talking to this other guy, and then I don't even remember what the asshole said, but he just like said something like really fucked up, and it just really made him look like a piece of shit, which is exactly what he is, in front of multiple people, like other customers. Me and one of the other guys that were there, like we walked somewhere else, and I guess apparently his dad just died, and I was like, oh, that sucks. Then that guy left, and then, God, this is getting confusing, I'm sorry, but this is kind of like a day in the life of a stripper. Is like, we talked to like a lot of people, but then like the guy that was actually one of the nicer guys that I talked to earlier, because I was like hopping around from person to person to try to like get this little dusty off of me, and he kept like following me around. And the guy who turned out to be an actual really nice guy, he was in like a VIP with another girl. I think it was because this fucking dusty wouldn't get the fuck off me, and so he went in with the VIP with another girl, but I saw him like eyeballing me earlier. The moral of the story is, when a dusty is following you around, you really need to get the fuck away from him, because there are other people who are not pieces of shit. The dusties are blocking your blessings, basically. That's the moral of that little story right there. So he did do time with me that day, I believe. He was like, I really wish I would have met you earlier. And then he actually came back the next day as well. But so the dusty, I was talking to one of the bouncers because I was like, can you like get this guy like out of here? Like, he's harassing me, and like I don't usually ask like to kick people out or whatever, because I don't really mind if like dumbasses like stay and buy like $20 drinks all night, because the club makes money off of that. But he was like blocking my money, as in like he wasn't leaving me alone. So it was blocking my money. So I was like, I need to get him the fuck out of here. And then eventually he just left on his own. So the guy who ended up being a nice guy, basically, I remember what he did as a living. He actually sold screws. And I was like, you're a prostitute because you sell screws. And I guess no one's ever told him that before. And he thought it was funny. I just like to make jokes. He was like, I wish I would have met you earlier. He actually did come back. Because usually guys don't always come back the next day if they say that they're gonna come back. He was like a little bit shorter than me because I'm just tall, especially my heels, so a lot of guys are a little shorter than me. He was actually like really confident, and I could actually tell when guys are confident, and it was kind of hot that he was confident even though he was shorter than me. I feel like that's rare. Like, guys not being intimidated by my height is kind of rare. It was kind of hot. Like, we were at the bar and we were drinking and stuff. So then we go into the VIP, and there were like a bunch of things that he wouldn't let me do. I mean, I'm not talking about like anything like sucking dick or, I'm not talking about anything illegal, but I'm just saying that like there are things that he didn't want me to do because like he had a wife. I thought that was kind of cute because, I mean, in my opinion, lap dances are not cheating at all. I thought it was cute that he was like saving some parts of himself like for his wife only, and I was like, oh. I feel like that's kind of rare, but like most guys who are married who come into the strip club are unhappily married. He was actually happily married. I kind of understand it if like a guy is unhappily married, and like there's a lot of guys who come into the club who are unhappily married and their wife is cheating on them, but then they won't like divorce her because they own like a business together or whatever. Or like she'll take half, and then I don't fucking know. There's a lot of guys who are in marriages like stuck in an unhappy marriage because of that situation, but it was kind of nice to see a guy who is actually happily married, and he was really sweet. And anyway, we just had like a lot of fun in the VIP. Like, I do like tell like sexual stories like on my other links, but this isn't really that much of a sexual story in my opinion. It was kind of like a basic lap dance. It was like sweet that he was so loyal to his wife, and it actually made me like respect him and like him more, because that's so rare in this world, especially in the strip club, for men to actually be good to their women like back home or whatever. And we didn't do anything that would be considered cheating in my opinion. I just thought it was cute that he was so loyal to her. I was like, "Aw." It really did make me like him more. But usually the guys who do come into the strip club are guys who are unhappily married, and or like their wife is cheating on them or something. Like, we get that much more than people who are happily married. But in my opinion, people who are happily married can still come into the strip club, and it's not cheating. Like, lap dances are not cheating in my opinion. But I guess everyone has a different opinion on that. That's the story of the one guy that I thought was really cute. Some girls like get off on the fact that like a married man would cheat on their wife. Like, there are some girls who like see someone who's like in a happy relationship and wants to break it up, and that's definitely not me, because I don't want to fucking marry him. I don't want to, whatever. I don't want to take your place, girl. You can have it. But there are like just some toxic people out there who get off on destroying relationships, and that's not me. And can you ever really destroy something that, in my opinion, if you could take him, you can have him, because loyalty like in a relationship is so rare, and if he cheats, that's like on his own accord, and like he was one who was promised to you, or that he like gave you his word that he was going to be loyal. So in a way, the only one who's a lying piece of shit is him, especially if the girl didn't know about it. It's kind of fucked up, like, for a girl to break up a relationship if they know that they're in a relationship. And I don't actually do that. Like, I've told a lot of guys to like leave me the fuck alone because they're dating like my friend or whatever. Like, I don't ever do that to anyone I care about, or I don't even do that to strangers, because I feel like that's bad karma, and I do believe in karma, especially in that area. Even though I've never done to somebody, and like the guys that I've been with have been lying pieces of shit, but I don't think that that's my karma. I just think that I just need to be more picky and probably just watch for the red flags more often. Also, probably just never date men again, because a lot of them are lying pieces of shit who fake it in the beginning. Like, so many guys, that's what they do, is they fake that they're a certain type of guy. They lie to get you. They pretend like they're this like amazing guy just to like get you in bed or whatever. And then they just like switch up on you. And then it's like, who the fuck are you? And guys do that so much. It's so fucking annoying. That's why I'm celibate right now, because if a guy knows that it won't be easy, like they usually, like the trash usually takes itself out. So yeah. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. That was a story of the guy, one of the few guys in my career being a dancer was actually loyal and sweet. But he did say that he wished that his wife would fuck him more often. It was kind of hard to get that out of him because he didn't want to like talk bad about his wife. I don't really feel like that's talking bad about your wife if, you know, you would want it to do it a little more. Because I feel like most guys do want to do it more than the women want to do it. I'll talk to you later. Bye.